Hello, greetings. Um, I honestly don't know what I'm going to be talking about. I'll just let that be known now. But there have been some things circulating in my head as of lately. Um, I haven't necessarily been remembering my dreams, but it's like I will remember the feeling of the dream. But yesterday I remembered my dream, and it was like three different parts of it, which was very interesting because for me to not remember, you know, my dreams for like the past maybe week or two, and to finally, reach the point of being able to remember my dream. The dream was very random, very, very random. I don't know if I want to get into it. Um, but you know, sitting down and kind of paying attention to like the symbolism and everything, I feel like it kind of adds up to, my daily thoughts or like simply just my daily progressions in life. Um, I don't know. I kind of had a realization this morning actually after I had my dream, and I was like, girl, what the hell was that about? I actually I started randomly thinking about some stuff that actually pertained to like the meaning of my dreams. And I don't know. All I could really say is I'm definitely coming very far, especially mentally. I'm definitely overcoming things, and it just made me realize that in order to heal, you kind of have to really learn to be vulnerable with yourself. And when you're able to be vulnerable with yourself, I don't know, things just make much more sense. It's like it's so easy to not have walls up. It's so easy to not overlook things. And I honestly did not realize that until I literally had to tell myself, like, girl, it's just me and you. Well, it's just me more so, but like, it's just me. So you don't have anything, like, you don't have a reason to hide. You don't have a reason to like try and like pretend. It's literally just me. There's no reason to pretend. What are you hiding from yourself for? What are you being ashamed for your like what are you being ashamed for, and it's just you. Nobody has to know what's going on up here. Nobody has to know anything. It's just us. And I'm not gonna go and run my mouth. I'm not, especially when it's pertaining to me, baby. I'm very strategic. I'm very strategic with how I like deliver information about myself. Anything pertaining to me. I never like anybody knowing anything more. Well, let me reword that. I never like anyone knowing more about me than me, because it's me. Why do you know that much about me? And it's me. Like, yeah, I never fucked with that, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I literally had to tell myself, like, girl, it's just me. There's no reason to be scared. There's no reason to be afraid. Same shit, but there's no reason to like be ashamed or anything. Like, there's no reason to beat yourself up. We don't have to act tough in here, girl. We do not have to act tough. We can be as soft as we want, like literally. And as of recently, bro, ever since I started allowing myself to be more comfortable with just simply not operating as if somebody's always watching, the truth has just what they say, the truth always comes to the light. The truth literally is just right there and in my face. And it's just so much easier to process things. It's so much easier to deal with things. It's so much easier to not live in a fantasy. Why are we living in fantasies? Like, I understand people have their, reasons. I used to have this thing bad where I would like literally fantasize about everything. I would literally have it in my head how I want something to go. And then when it doesn't go that way, I would flip the fuck out. But now it's just like, I simply just be like, oh, girl, because it's not the end of the world. And when you really don't have expectations for shit, like life is just so much more easy to live without the expectation. It granted it does take time, but I feel like everything takes time. Like learning to be vulnerable with myself took time. Literally everything takes healing takes time. Everything takes time. So it's like it's not gonna be an overnight process. And for me to be here is it's so crazy because girl, if only y'all knew where the fuck I came from. But it's just so crazy. It literally is. But everything is just not overnight. It's simply like it's step by step process. As long as you're intentional with the things you're doing, as long as you're building that connection, that relationship with yourself, you will be fine. You will be okay. You will bump into some stuff. You will have bumps and bruises. You will, find yourself back in some shit. It's all a part of growth, literally. It's literally all a part of growth. So, girl, I don't know, but for sure, being vulnerable with yourself allows the healing process to like go by so smoothly, smooth sailing. Simply being vulnerable with yourself just really opens up so much. Like I feel like, oh my gosh, this is just an example, but I have this thing where when I get around men, like I get real aggressive. I never understood why, but I get real aggressive. But I wasn't able to really pay attention to that until I started to become a little bit more softer as a person because at one point I was just I was just an aggressive person. But allowing myself to be more softer, allowing myself to be more vulnerable and not necessarily just walk around being fearful of certain outcomes. It allowed myself to see, okay, like I'm softer now, but why is it when I get around these certain people, like I'm a little bit more feisty? Like, what's going on? So it's just so much easier to understand, so much easier to see, so much easier to process. It's so much easier to break things down, just simply being vulnerable with yourself. I feel like you do not have to be scared of yourself. Granted, it might be some crazy shit going on in your head, but y'all have to understand not all your thoughts are like you, if that makes sense. Not all your thoughts are a reflection of you. And nobody can see or hear your thoughts except you. So girl, anything that's going on up there, confront it. Talk to it, speak to it, try to understand it. See where the fuck it's coming from. And just because it's happening up there does not mean that's you. That does not mean that defines you. Just because it's happening up there, I feel like low key, it's like a blessing that we all got our own minds that can't nobody like read, if that makes sense. Can't nobody hear what's going on up here. So it should be in your best interest to get that shit over with, deal with that shit, confront that shit behind closed doors so that when you are in front of other people, you could operate more normally. You could operate more purely. I feel like I don't know. People just allow their thoughts to like really consume them. And I can't, judge nobody because girl, at a point in time I was a part of the collective. But stepping out on that and becoming more present within life, you know, dealing with the thoughts that are in my head, dealing with the things that I feel, dealing with the things that I've been through, it makes it so much easier to be able to live life. Because also dealing with what's up here is easier to recognize what's triggering you, recognize, where things are going wrong or where did this certain issue start or this certain action. It is so much easier to like process all of that stuff. Girl, if you don't get that shit together in your head, literally can't nobody see what the fuck is going on in your head. So there's no reason to be ashamed of yourself. There's no reason to hate yourself. None of that is necessary at all. It's literally unnecessary. Cause can't nobody see what's going on up there. Even if somebody say some shit that you be thinking, about yourself, if somebody says something that you feel like you've been battling with, I was about to say fake it till you make it, but I'm not the fake it till you make it type of person. But at the same time, like don't know, cannot nobody really knows except you what's going on up there. There's no need to allow people to like, girl. Mm-mm. That's neither here nor there. Yeah, I was just thinking earlier that being vulnerable with yourself really pulls you out of a lot of shit. It really changes your character. Honestly, it allows you to see the world differently. It allows you to feel differently. It allows you to accept differently. It allows you to be more open and not, you know, always project what you feel, what you think, or what you've been through onto other people. It really allows you to just be more at peace. Because for sure, girl, I can't even explain the stuff that I don't even know how to put it this way. I just cannot explain the process of what I just can't. I just can't explain it. That's just that. But yeah, I don't know. Just be more vulnerable. Don't be scary. I mean, if you're gonna be vulnerable with anybody, be vulnerable with yourself. That's all I have to say. If you're gonna do anything, just be vulnerable with yourself. Allow yourself to have a safe space within someone. People are not going to always be trustworthy. People are not going to always be there for you, as they say. People are not going to always, show up in the ways that you would expect them to show up. And that could deal with parents, just simply family members, friends, lovers, all of that. Like people are not going to always uphold the words and standards that they say that they're going to keep. A lot of people are hurt them. A lot of people are hurt themselves. So it's like, girl, only person you really have to trust and depend on is yourself. Like you're the only one who's with you all the time. Why not build that relationship? You're the only one who you see every day, who you touch every, you're literally the only one who you're with every day, every second, every millisecond, every minute, all of that. Why not build that connection? Why not allow yourself to have that space of comfort? Shit, we here together 20, literally 24 fucking 7. Why not allow that? Why not just get over the hurt, get over the pain? Why keep suffering? Why keep doing that? You know, I never got it. But hey, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like that's really the key to life, though, being vulnerable, especially with yourself. Especially with yourself. You want to be happier? Be vulnerable. I don't know. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Just be vulnerable. Like, that is so important. Seriously. Yeah. I love you. Bye.